Lisa Marie from McCall Pilates, and today we're going to dissect the leg series. One of my favorites. It's a great exercise to do either before hiking, running, or biking, or after. It's a good booty booster or blaster, however you want to look at it, and really get your glutes, abductors, and adductors to kick in. Of course, you want to keep the fundamentals of engaging the abdominals and the back, the whole core, as you stabilize the spine in this work. So enjoy. So the first thing that we're going to do is grab either a pillow or a ball or a block. You might need that for your head, especially if you've got any neck issues. So I'll just have that just in case. I'm going to show you 3 different positions that you can put your upper body. The first is you lie on your side, your bottom arm is long, and you use this bottom bicep as a little pillow. But you can see my head drops down, right? So if you've got any neck issues, that might not feel very good. So you could use a pillow or an overball to bring your head up, but also that puts less pressure onto the bottom shoulder. Another option is to prop yourself up, okay? So the elbow is on the ground. I've got one hand on the side of my head, but again, that should feel good on the neck and the shoulder. Another option is you come all the way up onto the elbow, almost like you're going into a side plank. Now this does change the work, because if you notice, my spine is in a side bend. So again, our 3 options is on the arm, pillow assist, right? And actually we got 4 options here. Hold on to the head, or you can prop yourself up, but again, realize you're in this big side bend. So if you've got any back stuff going on, this might not be the most comfortable. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna do, and again, you pick the upper body position, is just a side lift. We're lifting the top leg and trying to extend that leg out. So first thing is hips are stacked. If it's hard for you to hold this position, just bend that bottom knee just a tad bit. You've got a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. So your ear is in line with your shoulder, in line with your top hip, in line with the side of your knee, all the way to the side of that top ankle. This hand can either go in front as a little stilt, or if you want to challenge, you can bring the arm up or behind your head. You're going to take that top leg, make it longer than the bottom leg. So you do see how I'm reaching? And this hip, the top hip, actually moves, okay? Now I'm nice and stacked here. The bottom oblique, the bottom side body pulls away from the mat as I lift that leg up. So I'm getting this nice stretch. And then I'm going to inhale, lower that leg back down. So it's an exhale, reach the leg and lift. And inhale back down. Let's get 3 more. Exhale, reach, and then lift. Inhale back down. I always think of this leg as like an airplane. It's got to go down that runway before it lifts off. And then back down. We'll get 2 more. Reach and lift. And slowly lower. Last one, reach and lift. Now hold it there. Check on your pelvis. Is your pelvis still in that neutral position? You're not arching your back. You're really stacked on the hips. If you've got that position, start to make circles with that top leg. Perfect little circles forward and back. And here the breathing can be inhale forward, exhale back. That'd be our sniff breath. Or you can just do some nice long breathing. So long inhales, long exhales. Let's get 4 more this direction. And 3, 2, and 1. And now reverse. So switching direction. Again, keeping your plumb line. Drawing that bottom oblique away from the mat for 3, 2, and 1. And then bring that leg back down. Awesome. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is called a side kick. I'm going to show you this propped up, but again, remember you could stay on the ball or on your arm. Now, hips are stacked. You're taking this top leg, you're reaching it away. You're making it longer than that bottom leg. Flex your toes towards you. That's called dorsiflexion. You're going to inhale, sweep the leg forward. Add 2 pulses. Point your toes and reach back. Add 2 pulses. So it's inhale forward, 2 pulses. Now as you reach back, try not to let the upper body sway forward. 2 pulses. Inhale forward, 2 pulses. Exhale, reach back. Now keep that leg back. Check on your pelvis. Do you still have that neutral position? If you bring this top leg too far back, the upper body falls forward, and then you're really losing the whole concept of that exercise. Okay, so let's try that again. Inhale, sweep the leg forward. You should feel a little hamstring stretch here. Exhale, point and reach back. You might feel a thigh stretch or lengthening. Inhale forward, 2 pulses. Exhale, reach back, 2 pulses. And then bring that leg back to center. Awesome. And again, you can go to about 8 to 12 reps with the side kicks or the side sweeps. The next one we're going to go into is clam. I definitely prefer this one either on my elbow or on the floor. I think you just get more out of it. So your knees are bent. You're lining up your heels with your tailbone. So what we don't want is our feet too far forward. That would be a 90-90, which wouldn't be the end of the world. It'd be still a good exercise. But traditionally, this is taught with the heels in line with the tailbone. Okay. Now you're going to keep the hips stacked. Take this top knee, and you're making it longer than the bottom knee. You see that? But what you want to be careful of is you're not just rolling your whole pelvis forward. You're still keeping those hips stacked as you reach. So you're really reaching from the hip socket. Now you're keeping your heels together as you slowly open the knee wide. And then inhale to bring that knee back down. So the breathing on this is exhale to lift. And again, inhale to slowly lower. Being careful these hips don't roll forward or back. And the key is going slow. If you go too fast on this, you're not going to get much out of it. Now, one way to make this more challenging is you could wrap a TheraBand around both thighs, or if you have a band that's a loop, you could put that loop on around your thighs. But again, you're going to get a lot of benefit even without a band here if you go slow and controlled and focus on your breath. Let's get 3 more. And 2 more. And then last one. Now keep that knee up. Now, here's a challenge. This is a lot of obliques. Can you lift both legs up off the ground and then lower those legs down and then close the knee? So you open the knee, hips are still stacked. I'm using this top hand for support to help me lift those legs up, and then again lower the legs and then lower the knee. You could do about 4 or 5 of those. Those aren't really easy. Okay, now internal rotation. You're going to take this top knee, you're going to make it shorter than the bottom knee. Okay, do you see that? Okay, then keeping your knees locked together, you're going to lift that top heel up, toes pointing down. So we're getting what's called medial rotation or internal rotation of that hip socket. And then you slowly bring that leg back down. So again, same breath pattern, exhale to lift, and inhale to lower. And again, you shouldn't feel any pain in the knee. should feel good. We're getting some nice rotation from that thigh. And let's get 3. This really wakes up the booty, that's for sure. Sometimes I like to do this before I go for a hike or a run. Wake everything up. Feel more energized. And then go ahead and bring that leg all the way down. Awesome. Okay, so you're gonna flip to the other side, and I'm just gonna flip this direction so you can still see me. Again, we're gonna start off with that plumb line, lining up top of the ear with hip, with ankles. Sometimes the way to check this is just to look down and see if you can see your toes. If you can't, your legs might be too far back, okay? If your legs are too far forward, it's not the end of the world. But really try to get that plumb line. Okay, so now in this position, remember, the leg is like an airplane. We just heard one go off here. You're gonna reach out through the leg, then lift off. Slowly bring that leg back down. Exhale, reach and lift. And lower. And again, you can always bend the bottom knee just a tad bit if you need to, if you're losing any stability. And reach and lift. And slowly bring that leg back down. Now last one, reach and lift and hold. And now make your circles. Now as you make your circles, your hips are stacked. Again, if you want that challenge, your top arm can come up or behind your head. And again, I'm just gonna show the basic version here for 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and now reverse. Keeping those hips stacked, reaching out through the top leg for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and bring that leg back down. I usually try to get 10 to 12 each direction. Kind of shorten that one up a little bit. But you know, you could also go by time, right? You could just set a little timer, do a minute each direction. Okay, next one is our side sweep. So top leg comes up, flex your toes towards you. That's our dorsiflexion. Make sure the hips are still stacked. Sweep the leg forward, add 2 pulses. Point and reach back, 2 pulses. Inhale forward, 2 pulses. Point and reach back. Again, check on that lower back. Inhale forward, 2 pulses. Exhale, reach back, 2 pulses. Inhale forward, 2 pulses. Exhale, reach back, 2 pulses. Last one, forward, 2 pulses. Reach back, 2 pulses, and bring that leg back down. Awesome. And then we're gonna try our clams. So you bend your knees, you line up your heels with your tailbone, hips are still stacked. Again, you choose the upper body position. You reach out through the top knee first, then you open the knee wide without the hips rolling back, and then you inhale, bring that knee back down. So the breathing is exhale to lift, and inhale to lower. Exhale, reach and lift. Inhale to lower. We'll get 2 more. Exhale, reach and lift. Inhale to lower. And lift. Keep those hips stacked. Now, keep that top hand down. Push down into the ground, but lift those legs up using your side obliques and lower the legs and close your clam. So open the clam and lift the legs, lower the legs, close the clam. 2 more. Open the knee, lift the legs, lower the legs, close the clam. Last one. Lift the knee, lift the legs, lower the legs, and close your clam. Okay, then the last one we did is our internal or medial rotation. of the thigh in clam. So this top knee becomes shorter. You're really feeling it go deep into the hip socket. Lift the heel up, toes point down, and then slowly lower. This one can be challenging. Sometimes I go, is my toes pointing down or not? Sometimes doing this in front of a mirror or video camera will really help you understand what your body is truly doing. And you might notice this side might have more rotation or less. I definitely have less on this side. So I have to really think about it to lift that heel up and lower. Let's get 3. Good. And 2. And then last one. And then slowly bring that heel back down. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today on the side series. There's definitely a few other exercises that we could add. Rainbow, bicycle, leg lifts and external rotation. That's what I love about the side series. There's so much to do. It really challenges those glutes in a lateral way. We don't get that when we're just walking forward or biking or hiking. So getting that side movement in the hips really strengthens those glutes and those abductors. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time in class.